and only the male model of Minnesota that's taken over the North and also going to take over the West. Let me tell you something. There's no one else that can contest. I'm not here to freestyle, but I'm going to be here for an hour or a while with my boy Zavon Smith here.
Let's give it up, y'all. Let's give it up. I'm here. I'm in the building.
We got to fix this camera.
I'm super excited to be here.
He's got it.
Yes.
Yeah, keep going. That's okay. Right. He's going to adjust the camera here. But, yeah, turn it back for a second. We got to get the camera going. What's going on with that? He's got it. It's all right. You like that intro, bro?
Yeah,
dude. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like, that was smooth. Somebody might sign me after this. What's up, Def Jam?
For real.
Hey, what you thinking that? What's your angle want to be here? Where you want to be? We got a male model in the building, y'all. Y'all gotta understand that. Like, no matter the angle, you good. Let me tell you something. You look like an actor, bro.
I am an actor.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But when I saw you even standing outside when I just pulled up, I was just like, I felt in the presence of greatness.
I appreciate
you know, but like, don't get me wrong, like that's what people feel when I walk in a room. So
exactly.
I understood what was going on. Okay,
you saw it from a different point of view.
Yeah, POV. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing about me is I like to understand, and I think that's why I have an outlook. That I like to look at things differently than just how I see things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, you got a lot going on, bro. We got a good fashion show coming up. That's Fire and Ice.
Yes, that's second annual Fire and Ice show, December 17th. I'm calling out all models, even if you think you're not a model, but someone's told you all your life, hey, you got something there. We want you. We want you to come out, St. Cloud, down at the library. Mississippi Room, October 29th from 1 to 3. I'm telling you, we are going to set you up correctly. We're going to have a female model go over some things with you. You're going to have one of the best male models here to instruct you guys on what to expect when you're going up against the panel. You know, you want to make sure that you're relaxed, kind of like
what's the panel?
The panel is like the judges, the people you kind of have to impress to get inside of the second annual fashion show. And I want people to know 2.0, you don't want to miss out. We have special guest, Nyla Couture. She is an international designer who has clothes have been overseas, New York, Miami, LA.
Now Minnesota.
Okay. So Minnesota, let's give it up. Like, we're trying to bring a different atmosphere, let people know that Minnesota is I like to call it like a mecca of like talented people. It doesn't matter like what talent you are, whether you're an actual artist, a dancer, a singer, a radio personality, an actor, you know, people who make things. I really do believe we have a lot of talent here. It's just the point of getting us exposed into the right element, I think.
No, and that's correct. I think that's exactly what it is. It's a matter of connecting people to people in which they need to know.
Right.
Because that's the only reason that we're here today.
Right.
I'll tell you that right now.
Absolutely.
And on top of that, too, I mean, it takes like showing love to your neighbor. Because that's how you are going to expose people to these different ways of life. I mean, it took somebody I didn't know coming in a gas station buying energy drinks. Shout out C4 sponsor me.
All right.
And he came in every single day, and that's how I got my job in the car business.
Right.
In the car business, I had to make myself different. Started making videos. That's how you heard of me. I don't know. Or on Snapchat, one of the two.
Yeah. I believe it was, I came across this guy, funny story, like I'm actually on his show. So like right around the time of like quarantine. So we're all like just stuck in the house. I just remember getting these random ads, and then eventually they popped up on Facebook.
Yep.
And I remember on Snapchat, I was like, "Who is this guy? He's dope." And then it said that he was in the same city as me, St. Cloud, Minnesota. Shout out to all y'all. And I was like, "Wow, he's like really cool, charismatic. You really draw people in." So eventually, I did a show back in March. I want to say it was for JC. Shout out to JC, man. Yep. Latin Evolution Radio.
Round one, senores. Yes, I love it.
And when I came, I actually saw you. I was like, yeah, I've seen you before. Like, I don't know you, but you know, and it was just really dope. So for me, months gone in, and I'm getting ready to do a lot of great stuff. And for you to be interviewing me right before the tip of this breakthrough in my life, I'm excited and very humble to be here, man.
Hey, it's good to have you. We definitely appreciate you. I mean, it goes a far way, and I mean, at the end of the day, it takes a lot to be on the Zay Show because we get deep. We get in tune, and it's just
I'm like, hold on for a second.
you know, like we really do though, you know.
No, y'all do.
No, you good. Get your drink because it's about to get hot in here. I'm not playing any games.
I already know.
People gotta understand. I lost my voice at the Vikings game. Shout out Vikings. Okay.
Shout out to the Vikings.
Shout
man.
out to the Vikings. I'm so proud to be a Minnesotan this year.
I am
Okay.
too.
And on top of that, I lost my voice, bro, within 5 minutes. Get it back to me. So what I'm saying is, I'm happy to get my voice back. I got a lot to say. I got a lot to talk about, and I know y'all miss me. That's how it be. Okay. So no, like, I'm on one today, bro. I promise you I'm on one. But it's for good things. I want to spread good vibes.
Absolutely.
Because one of the main things that inspired me this past week is the ripple effect.
Mm.
And I want to see how it's affected you in your life too. So what I'm saying is, someone can be having a bad day and it spreads so quick to the ones around them. And I noticed it with me. You know, I was having such a bad month. I was having so much family problems going on.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, I brought it into work, which not only just affected me, it affected my manager, affected my customer. It affected someone who is buying a car. That's one of the most important steps in someone's life, right? And I made it a little bit less than because I was upset about something. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely how it shifts.
Yeah, but now I'm on a high where I'm back and I want to spread that vibe and I want to see, you know, like how we can spread it on the Zavon. And, you know, like
I receive.
I want to hear the story. We know you're the male model. You know you got movies coming on. Like
Also, shout out to Pale Horse Studio. Shout out to Minnesota Theater, Central Theater, Minnesota. I'm super excited to actually meet the CEO tomorrow at the premiere, the movie premiere, the red carpet event you don't want to miss. Hopefully, all of you guys have gotten your tickets. I was told that they started crashing last night. I think it's safe to say that we are sold out. So, not to fear, to everyone who does stay in St. Cloud, we will have another showing of the movie on the 24th.
And if not, I'll be in there recording it and streaming it for free.
I don't know about all that.
You know, like I'm all about the scam life. You know, I'm so kidding. But what's the movie called, brother?
It's called Waking Night. I could just touch a little bit based off of it because I want you guys to anticipate it even more. But it takes place in a city that's kind of like St. Cloud, and it's about a guy who's
So it's a scary movie.
No, right? No. But it is kind of like a thriller. So it's one of those movies you have to really pay attention to, so you will catch everything, every detail. So I'm excited. I got to work with a great group of individual actors, as well as director Matt. Shout out to Matt. I hope you see this, man. It's funny. I ran into them last weekend. I went out with my cousins, and it just so happened I ran into my castmate and the director of the film. So,
in St. Cloud?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you were out at the Loon. You know, like that. Yeah,
shout out to the Loon.
Nah. You're not gonna be on my show.
I'm just playing.
Because the Loon done gave me COVID twice.
No,
man, it gave me something.
See,
yeah, but
I'm sorry, this guy be trying to keep me together because it's been times. Have there ever been moments where, like, I know for me, like my mom, she'll tell me she don't mind. She know I'm an adult man and I have my needs to go out and explore. But some days you ever have like someone that really care about you and just be like, tonight is not that kind of night. You know?
That you should like saying that you shouldn't be going out.
That's like this night specifically. I can't say there's been times my mom told me that and I stayed in the house and that next day I hear a whole bunch of craziness. Like I'm like, wow, I avoided that.
Yeah. I
took heed of what somebody who really cared about me.
Yeah, and that's a huge thing, bro. Actually, let me get the camera. I'm pause for effect.
Right,
I could be an actor too, bro. Don't fuck with me. So what I'm saying here is, when I fucked up and I got a DUI,
right?
Okay, I was on the rise of my social climb and becoming who I am.
Okay,
right. And I got my D-dub, and then my homies, I thought were homies, okay, but they're really not. They haven't shared the show once. You know who you are.
Shout out to those people.
You know, but for real, you know, actually, if you're listening now, share the video right now just to show me you're watching.
Share this video, y'all, please. You don't. I'm telling you, this is definitely one of those episodes. All of his episodes.
So no, you're good. So what I'm saying is, like, when I got the D-dub, no, I'm bad. My bad. I know we get this going. But when I had that D-dub, my friends continued to like, oh, Zay, let's go out, let's get drunk.
Right.
I'm like, bro, I just lost my fucking license yesterday. Yeah, well, to deal with it, let's drink.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, for fuck you for telling me that. Okay, and for two, like, I'm happy I did though because I learned that I'm like, dude, I need to hit the brakes,
Right.
not do that. And the friends that did tell me, like, bro, like, you're really, like, you're ruining yourself.
Mhm.
Like that's not you. You don't need to do that every night. You don't need to go out every night.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and I realized those were the true people around me.
Exactly. No,
Yeah.
I felt that.
And I did them wrong. Like I could tell because they kind of separated from me a little.
Yeah.
And it wasn't out of hate, but I could tell it was my actions doing
It was
stuff.
more so for them to protect themselves, which I definitely understand that. There's been times where I can see a shift because of something that I did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Well, what do you be doing? What does Zavon do?
I mean, you
Tell
know,
me.
we all people. So like, you
What
know,
does that even mean?
it means that we all have certain ways and things that people aren't always going to be willing to, like, you know what I'm saying, compromise with, or, you know, necessarily understand like what you might be going through or dealing with.
I want you to elaborate on that.
Okay.
Because I feel like you have, like, what are you saying?
Like, it just could be.
It's there. I said you're close.
Like,
Just
that's
saying
what I'm saying. Like, it's there. Like, I guess I could use just like different examples. Like, say you have somebody, like a family member, or close friend, that has a really bad gambling problem, and then
Oh yeah, my cousin has a horrible gambling problem.
You get what I'm saying?
Still
And then
owes
so exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, those sort of situations can really, like you said, ripple earlier. You used that word. Like, it really can start affecting the people around you, where it's like, okay, they gonna hit me up for 25, or you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it starts. A little bit,
bro.
So,
a lot of people ask me for money lately. It's like people are getting confident doing that, right?
No, I agree.
You know what I mean, if the people are asking you, I mean, don't you ever feel that? Like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, like, you were bold. Maybe you really need it. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. Like, even when I'm dealing with
real.
it. Yeah, go ahead, man. Like, I feel like, honestly, you understand. Like, certain people, I don't know. I've always been like a helper, and I feel like I get that from my parents a lot. But one thing I've learned, especially becoming like this black man, you know, trying to navigate myself in the most positive light, how I want myself as well as possibly the world to perceive, is that as I'm 31, like,
no, I don't fucking way you're 31.
Yeah, I'm 31 years old, man. 31. Shout out to the 30s.
Damn.
This is the move right now.
they say black don't crack.
Yeah, so like, I just really just appreciate the people who always kind of been there, because we are going to kind of fall short. But I think what happens is a lot of people, for example, if I see that there's no one really positive around me, I'm not saying I can't find my own light, but it's kind of hard to see in full darkness, pitch black. You know what I'm saying? Versus if I'm around people that's like, hey, you got potential. Something's there, but you need to shift some things in your life in order to get to where you're going. I had to have those reality checks, I feel like. And if it wasn't for those, I definitely wouldn't be sitting here on your show today. I wouldn't be getting ready to fly out to LA and do amazing things. Shout out to Preview Models. Shout out to Mandy. We're going to go out there and do our thing under Sophisticated Ladies and Gents. I'm super excited to just be around people. It kind of goes with what you were saying earlier about shout out to the people who watch my show but never share it. I feel the exact same way when it comes to certain art that I post out there. Like, I'm not saying everyone's going to like everything I put out there.
Right.
That's understandable. I get that. But you know, when you start seeing, I'll be honest, like this recording singer Tank, when he reached out to me during quarantine and was saying, hey, I want you on my next album, which will probably be my last album. That was R&B Money.
Yeah.
So I had the opportunity to do that. I just wasn't set up, you know, correctly at that time.
Okay.
But when situations like that happen, and then I have like certain celebrities, the people that we actually watch, show me that they're actually watching my art and watching, you know, certain things from like Instagram.
Right.
It kind of
see shit.
It got me to the point where I was like, why am I upset that my cousins won't share my stuff, or my friends won't share my stuff? I just got to be honest and transparent for a second. You know what I'm saying? I stopped being upset about things that didn't matter anymore. Yeah, because I know who I am,
bro. It was actually a couple of weeks ago. This happened for me. I realized I was just like, you know, I'm really gonna quit begging people to share my posts, to tune into the show, because it's those people that I don't even want you watching my show, because like, you don't care. You know, it's not like you don't care, but it's, you have no real reason behind it. Like my show, like I wanted to do this to literally touch people's souls, to get to a point where we can spread good words, spread secrets of this life that no one has written laws for.
Yeah.
And it takes people to have a voice and actually reach out to each one, teach one. And it's on the next to actually listen, because it really, like, we wouldn't be as far as we are today if it weren't for our brothers, our sisters, the ones around us to speak.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's huge. Like, I wanted to make the show just for that purpose. Like, at first I got caught up in like, oh yeah, it's the Zay show, it's Isaiah, like me.
Yeah.
I fucked up. I learned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And I had to humble myself quick. I was just
Absolutely.
like, okay, like it's bigger. It's a bigger purpose here. Like it's a way bigger purpose. Like now I do it as wanting to help. And I'm not saying I ever got into the me thing, but I did realize my time's important.
You touching based on that, it has a lot to do with that, especially with our generation or generation just a little bit underneath us. Like, I'll be honest, I was never like selfish, but I was selfish. I could be honest about it. Like,
Right.
as far as like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. No, like after a while, it was like, I'm be honest, when it came to the modeling thing, like I was like, oh,
models are perceived though to be jackasses.
Yeah, exactly. But it was like I am a representation of somebody out there who think they can't do whatever they put their mind to.
Right.
If I break this wall, or if I break these barriers, and that's one of the themes for this year's Sophisticated Ladies and Gents is breaking down walls, because it's deep. It goes into like,
it's huge.
It is huge, man. It goes into way more than just those words.
Well, yeah, breaking down walls can mean so much. I mean, that's actually, you can break down walls mentally in regards to like how you feel about anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
You can break down your walls about something that's been holding you back in the past.
Yeah.
You can finally, breaking down walls means so much to somebody, to a point where, because everyone has something in their way at the moment right now. Every single person listening right now, mm-hmm. I guarantee you has something that's in their way.
Yeah.
How are you going to break that wall? But also through mental health. I wanted to talk about men's mental health.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
it's very important.
I'm sure being a male model, bro, that comes with all eyes on you.
Right.
Right. I can feel that a little, to the point where it's just like, like people expect a lot of you. They expect you to be a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before even knowing you.
Exactly. And I think what's kind of built me and prepared me for
I didn't know what I was getting into.
The moments, right?
Let's be serious, bro. And I ain't never walked no runway.
Yeah.
I could.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. Next summer, because you already called me fat.
No, I did not call you fat.
This is the Zay Show, no filters. First thing you said, it looked like you're bulking up. I ain't never been to the gym.
I ain't say that. But, shout out to my family also, not just in Minnesota, but in the South that's tuning in, whether you're on the actual Latin Evolution Radio site, or if you're tuning in to my live or Isaiah's live.
Yeah.
Growing up down South, it's like, it's an opposition. Like, it's like being thicker or being a little bit more,
Bro, don't you sit here and call me thicker. You're not going to come on here and sit here and call me thicker.
I'm not calling that. I'm saying like just being more solid. I'll say it like that, because we're men. Being more solid is embraced and praised. Yeah. Versus like when you're it's like a cultural thing, like wherever you're at. Versus in the Midwest, I feel like it's more praised to kind of be smaller. But I look at it like this. This is a great example, right? Black families. If I go around my grandma,
you black?
Am I? I don't know.
No, for real. That's what you is.
Black?
Yeah.
That's the American term for who I think I am. I'm everything that built this person that you see, like physically.
Good answer.
That's who I am. You know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't know.
So shout out to Nigerian, Congolese, and Native American for these amazing features.
One could call you a African.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, but
keep going, for real.
But seriously, like, I just really think that it just comes times where people just, I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like you kind of know what I'm trying to say. Like, where I'm trying to go with it is like, man, sometimes I just want people to just stop looking at, like, I don't know.
No, you're good. For all the people listening right now, I need you to do one thing, ladies and gentlemen. I need a favor, Elsha. Let me look you in the eyes. What camera are we on?
There we
what
go.
Camera? Is it that one? Am I looking it in the eyes? Yeah. Share this video. Tune into Latin Evolution Radio, the hottest radio station in the U.S. And also, I need you to do me a huge favor. Download the Latin Evolution Radio app right now because you can tune into us anywhere over the world. I'm talking about iOS. Is that for iPhone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. And Android if you're one of those people who woke up and chose to do that. But like
Android.
yeah, you know, like
shout out to my Android.
They all need love too, but no, seriously, like I need people to do it, and it goes so far away. It really does because we got our own app.
Yeah,
it matches the jacket. Okay, like that was a DJ Khaled video. But also shout out to sophisticated ladies and gentlemen, correct?
That is correct.
Because like I remember like
fashion.
That's where I got this shirt, bro. Like, and this is gonna talk about a huge thing. This is about to pause with people privileged in color on a white shirt, right? Shout out my boy here. I saw him wearing it once, and I was just like, damn, I need that because it's a statement. I'm about to ask everybody in this room what the word privilege means to them, and it shouldn't make you feel any less than because I wore this shirt the other day, and I either got love or I either got hate on it, and that's okay, but you shouldn't feel any less than for something in which you start this world with, and that just so happens to be privilege on some people, and you know what I'm talking about. There is a term that I think that white privilege comes from the fact that we all got started in a race here, and it just so happens that you started a lap ahead. That's the thing that I can do in regards to how the system has set it up. I have nothing wrong against that by saying that. I am just as much white as I am black, but I notice it because I grew up in a household where I did have a white family, and I could see the differences in how some things were treated. Okay, like there were some times where they didn't think I was family. People holding the door for the family, right? And then, oh, here I'm coming. No, you know, just little things like that. Yeah. Like people won't notice it because it's never been there. And if you're privileged, it doesn't make you any less than.
No.
Okay.
No.
And I don't want anyone to feel that way. So that's a huge thing for me. It really is because I was friends with everybody. If I would have walked in the room with a different shirt on, I walked in with this shirt on, and instantly I knew some people weren't talking to me. And I was like, okay, so this is something how you feel about yourself. You know what I mean? It's a guilty conscience. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? So, like, tell me what you think of the word privilege, because you wore the shirt before I did.
I wore shout out to sophisticated ladies and gents who are, when it comes to finding or bringing in certain pieces, everything is, like, thought out from, like, detail to detail.
Yeah.
For me, I just like the shirt. I like the colors. I love how it popped. I love the material that they used. And it just so happened that it's like a super exclusive white T-shirt.
Yeah.
That has just those bold letters.
Vibrant. It's vibrant.
Vibrant. There. And for me, I guess privilege just kind of means, I think anybody can. It's your perception.
Correct.
It's kind of like...
I didn't mean to say that. Like,
no, I know.
White privilege, you know.
No, definitely not. That's what when you said in general, like, what does privilege mean to me?
Right.
Do I think I'm privileged? I do. I wake up every morning. God gets breath into my body. I'm able to move. I have all my limbs. I can go out and work and make money. That makes me privileged, or that's how I feel.
Right. That's right.
So to me,
Preach.
I do. You know, that's what privilege means to me.
Okay, I like that. No, and then that's a huge thing, you know, because that's kind of what I wanted to get at with that is because I know some people, brothers and sisters that are watching, like I do this for y'all too. Like everybody, that's the point. We're all humans, bro.
Yeah.
And in that we can feel that too. Like we are just as much belonging on this ground and earth as anybody else.
You kind of touched based on something earlier. Now I kind of remember it because I had lost my thought earlier. I can admit that.
It's easy too. It's easy too.
When you were just saying about like being in the industry and feeling like you have to be a certain way.
Yeah.
I thank God that I've reached to this point where I'm at, like I said, 31. And I can be honest. Hopefully somebody out there who's listening can say, like, man, that was me. You know, I did listen. I think I listened to too much when I was coming up of what people thought of me. And at first it was more like this thing. It's like, but eventually it really started eating on the inside. And it was like, okay, well, what do Zayvon think of Zayvon? You know what I'm saying? Who is Zayvon? Who am I to myself? And I think once I kind of started getting to that point is when things started looking up a little bit differently for me. Because before it was like that. It goes even based off of me breaking to this industry. I think I have tough skin because I remember being that little kid. I didn't like doing this or doing that. So people try to put me in boxes.
Right.
Already as a kid. So I don't know. I think those things kind of shaped me into getting ready to like do movies,
right?
Run runways where people are like the creme de la creme,
Right.
as the society will put it.
Is this what you always? Let me ask you a question. So did you grow up wanting to be a male model, or do you think? No, I'm just asking.
No, this is a serious question.
Yeah, I know it's a serious question. This is a show.
This is a show. Also, share this video.
Yep, there you go. Then we're back at it. So no, I forgot the question, but I'm back. So, like, do you want to grow up being a male model, or was it something that you think? Because both your parents are in the fashion industry.
Correct.
Do you think did they drop that in your ear first, or did you go to them saying, "Mom, Dad, that's me. That's gonna be me."
I think it's more so the second one, Zay.
Swear to
Being
God?
honest, like they didn't
I like that.
put that in me, and like you said, like my parents kind of been in the fashion game since 08. Shout out to 2008, the first project, Dress It Up, and then it went into something a whole nother difference. So it does amaze me. My parents are some of the most humble people that I know, bro. Like for real, like they teach me. And they teach my younger sibling. I feel like just growing. Like
Right.
There's times I was having this conversation with my mom. There's people, even now, like people think, oh, he's 31. No, I be wanting to snap on certain people because I feel like people try it.
Right.
They try, but just looking at how restrained my parents are, it gives me strength to do the exact same thing. Like I don't have anything to prove to anybody but myself.
Right.
And okay, the person that I'm following or the being that I believe in, which is God.
Okay.
I feel like if it really wasn't for him, I'd definitely be a whole nother different person. That if we even cross paths, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
you're a firm believer that everything happens for a reason.
I do.
Yeah.
I really do.
Me too.
Even stuff that people will be like, okay, can you look at a time? Yeah, I can. And I wish maybe, not wish, but maybe circumstances could have been different,
right.
I guess, but they weren't. That's the thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Actually, I got something. I was just thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Before this show, getting ready for the show, you were talking about your parents and everything like that, right?
Yeah.
So, obviously, I didn't grow up with my parents, right? I told you this when I first saw you. Like, I was just laughing and watching you be a family outside.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, you never know who's watching and what they're thinking.
That is true.
Okay? And I'm seeing it, and I'm like, at first, like, damn, I wish I grew up with that and seen that. And I was like, okay, I have the outlook that I have for a reason. You have the outlook you have for a reason.
For sure.
And we need both of those outlooks to teach others upon, you know what I mean? It takes conversation to bring them both together on two outlooks.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So like
right.
what that can stem to and what it can get to goes a far way. But also with your parents and the team.
Right.
Y'all gave me the hardest fucking time before the show. I'll tell you this right now. I mean, this is the Zay Show, no filters. And let me tell you, like, they take pride of their boy right now. And that's okay, like, it's...
Yeah, shout out to Latin Evolution Radio, man. I love, y'all like my extended family for sure.
Man.
Y'all my extended family. So I just want to say shout out to them. I remember even the CEO. Shout out to the CEO, man.
Yes.
Yes. I think for me, it was just more so like, kind of like even the conversation I had with you on Instagram. I was like, I get what people are saying, but at the same time, I just want to be heard because only I know. Because even when we work on projects together, Zavon has to go enter another room with other people, and y'all aren't there.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's how I felt in that situation.
But what I do?
You listen to me. I can give it to you on that one. You took consideration of what I was saying.
Yeah.
And that's all I always just wanted in any situation is to be feeling like, okay, I'm being heard at least. And maybe we can work on this.
And you were heard.
Yeah.
And that goes a far way too. You know what I mean? Like, cause shit, I was in the middle of selling a new Jeep.
Right.
Yeah, shout out McKay's. Shout out Isaiah from McKay's because I got Jeep, Ram, Chrysler, Fiat. If you want a Fiat, they're great vehicles. But I was in the middle of doing it, and we were running our advertisements for the show, right? And I totally get it though because. I mean, your perception is huge, right? That's all you got in this world.
Absolutely.
Right? But, so I was just like, damn, like, I just gotta, sometimes in a situation, you can't depend on others and you gotta do it yourself.
Right.
And That's what I resulted in doing.
And I felt that. I felt like I was like, okay, I see what he's trying to do. Because he was like, we're not gonna bother. Shout out to my boy JC, man. You do some amazing work, man. For real. I think it was more so like when I woke up that morning, I was getting ready for work, and when I seen your message first. Well, it was that night when you sent me like the blueprint of our advertisement for the show tonight, and I was like, wow. I was like, okay. He was like, I learned that. I said, you literally just taught yourself that, bro. That's what I was saying. Like I literally, these are the words I was telling him. I was like, this is what I'm talking about like just being talented and when someone telling you exactly. So like I think that was always me. My parents kind of instilled that in me too. If someone tell me I can't do something, I'm not gonna be like, oh, okay. No, I'm gonna try to find a way. Like, okay, maybe I'm gonna teach like you just did with that. I'm gonna teach myself something. Yeah. So that way, I can learn how to do that. Shout out to my barber man, Nesto. Go to Nesto Barbershop. He got me right, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Has anybody ever asked you? Has anybody ever told you, you looking like Chris Tucker? Money talks.
Oh man,
money talks, bro. I'm sitting here. I'm thinking. I'm like, where have I seen this dude before?
Right. Look, over here.
And I'm like, I think it's Chris Tucker. I'm just fucking with you.
I heard it a time or two.
Did you really?
Yeah, for sure.
I've heard Mowgli before, so I hear you.
You've heard who?
Mowgli, Jungle, same class.
Okay, yeah.
So that's what I heard about myself.
Oh wow, okay.
I look better, but so like, besides being a model, being a coming up actor, okay. How are you?
Mentally, yes. Oh,
no, for real, no filters. How the hell are you?
I'm doing good.
Why?
Because I have a loving family, extended family behind me and support. I no longer feel like I'm just by myself, and I think a lot of people kind of get stuck on that.
Is that something that you used to feel before?
Sometimes, because it was like the pressure of like not on top of what I'm trying to accomplish and how I'm going to. But when you hear, yeah, man, you're great. You look good. You know how to articulate yourself. But it's just this. These people telling you what all you need to change. It gets discouraging.
Right.
And it gets like, okay, well, am I ever going to get to where I need to get to? Out there on a different platform, gotta feel me.
Right. But
it's some sort of way,
But are those people other male models?
Well, one of them is.
Okay, one of them.
Yeah, and
all of them.
One's a super. Okay, so what are you trying?
I'm saying the people that are criticizing you the most that you're talking about in said situation. Are they walking the same steps?
Some.
The only reason I ask that is because. I'm not going to listen to someone on why not to buy a Ferrari from someone who can never afford a Ferrari.
That's what I'm saying, but it's not. I don't even think it's just that. It stems from like even when I was younger. That's what I'm kind of talking about.
Okay.
It's like, when we hear you can do that, but you can't do that. You can't do that.
Right.
You can't do that. Why I can't do that?
So as a kid,
I need you to explain to me, as a little boy who's going to become a man, why I can't go do this.
What they tell you they couldn't do. That you couldn't do.
Well, it's kind of like me and the CEO had a conversation earlier about like even male modeling and stuff, and like how like maybe even like 20 years ago, there was still some stigmas behind that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just recently now, like a lot of people who are getting these deals that are male models, like now you got the athletes bagging the deals. You have the just pro athletes,
dad bods
super,
like me.
Super tatted, super, all those things I feel like have recently been embraced in the modeling industry. I love that. Shout out to, the people who has been breaking those barriers and stuff.
The world's changing.
It is changing, man.
The world is changing, Zay. Yeah. And it's for the better.
I agree.
We got to be more opening and accepting on everything because at the end of the day, we're different. We both were born here.
Right.
We're all born here, right? We may not all have the same goals, which is okay.
It is.
But happiness is happiness. You can't tell me what mine is versus yours.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if this makes me happy, Let me chase that.
Exactly.
And it's not affecting you any less.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, in so many ways, I challenge the people listening to find things that they love, no matter what the people around you are telling you what to do.
I agree.
No, seriously.
That one I had.
I'm so
on that
serious
one,
because they told me, they told me so many things I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. You couldn't. Bro, if I can dream it, I can fucking do it.
That's
I dreamt that I'd have this car. I dreamt that I'd be this person that people looked up to. I dreamt that I would speak in front of masses.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
You are.
And I'm also dreaming bigger and I'm thinking more. And my dreams are not just dreams, bro. They're visions for my future.
That's right.
My story's been written and I see it. And it's up to me to grab it, but also to everybody listening too. If you want to do this thing, who cares like what that family of yours is telling you in regards that you can't do it? Like that's because they didn't do it.
Mm.
Like the one thing about talent is it's impossible to one, and then it's also what one person can do versus another can't. And that's only because they challenge themselves to do it. And in that story of doing that and finding your greatness and finding those things that you like and chasing those passions is the beauty of the struggle and the life in which you're going to live. And you're going to find these new people, new things you like, new environments, new food, shit, new music.
Right.
And they're going to bring new feelings. And it's going to take those things. Like, take those challenges. I always say it. Be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's so serious, bro.
You gotta be.
You can't be that guy in a room that's just super quiet. That's like, don't get me wrong, observe.
Yeah, for sure.
You were born with two of these, one of these.
Yeah.
But use this to advance you.
And see, I feel like you even struck up a conversation because, like, there was a situation where, it was like a work event and someone was like, you kind of have to just, and I took that advice, but at the same time, I've never been the type of person like you were saying that just come inside of a room and I'm just like, shy.
Right.
I've always been a person that's like, no, hey, how's everybody doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to this person, talking to that person. And I think that's why, like, even coming up, like, cliques and all of that stuff, ooh, that never really resonated with me very well because I was always going to talk to who I wanted to talk to.
Right.
At that time. Whether people, I don't like this person, you shouldn't talk to them. Okay, well, that's your prerogative, but I'm having a conversation with this person. If you want to have a conversation with me, that's fine, but we can talk.
Right.
Just right now, I'm talking to somebody. I'm giving someone respect that you decided clearly you didn't want,
right,
do that for. So, yeah, man. I just, I was taught very well by my father. Shout out to my pops. CEO of Mr. Gents.
That's one clean motherfucker.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I looked at him, I was just like, damn, that's somebody's uncle.
Yeah.
You
treat the gender the same way you would treat the CEO.
Yeah.
And that's kind of always, that's went with me a long way. I feel like that's also probably ways why certain doors are opening up for me. And I've always been the type of person to be happy for other people while they're doing things. Whether they're a good person or whether I have my own personal,
right,
not opinions, but facts.
Right. Oh,
I'm just saying, I don't let that. I don't know who I had a conversation with, but I know my mom. It was a post I made. I said I'm not the type of person to. So let's hypothetically speaking, I don't like Zay, so I'm gonna go to this other person and be like, hey, I don't like you. I don't like Zay.
Right.
And Zay's this and Zay's that. The type of person I am, I'm gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna convince you or convince the other person to like somebody, you know what I'm saying, just based off of somebody else's perception of them.
Right.
Or vice versa.
Right.
Like if I don't like somebody, I wouldn't want you to be like, Zay, why you don't like such and such? I just don't.
Right.
And because we are not obligated to like everyone on this earth. However, we have to, as people, learn how to be better at working around each other, working together.
Yeah.
We do.
That's huge.
It's
unity.
Just in general, we really do.
Yeah, you don't have to like your neighbor, but goddamn it, they're your neighbor.
No, right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I definitely believe that.
Speaking of your posts, you think I didn't do my research? No, throw that camera back here because I got something to say. Watch this. Watch this. Let it fester, right? It's boiling. So there's a post in which said, and I know these aren't your words, but you quoted it. Okay? I don't need friends, I need fans. Motherfucker, let me tell you something.
Shout out to Emma Roberts, man. Shout out to Julia Roberts.
Now, shout out to Isaiah Jeremiah Williams right now because we're on the Zay show still.
We're on the Zay show.
And I'm about to smack that quote for a second.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
You are here because I look at you as a friend.
All right. I feel that. I feel
Right?
that. I feel that.
And now I'm becoming a fan.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But things can come through friendship.
I believe so.
You know, but also I see what you said too, because I look at it in both ways. I always told you that's how I do things, right? I look at things from both angles.
All right.
And so also though, you will also make, I said this on one of my other shows, a good customer, so maybe even being a good fan, will become a good friend before a good friend becomes a good customer.
Okay.
I see that with my friends. In regards to my friends, my family, or not family, because my family does support me the same as you. But I'm saying I'm sure there are some friends, right, that just don't, like they don't share it. They don't do any of that, right? There's a reason for that, and it's called envy.
Right.
I mean, and it could be a lot of other things. Oh, bro, I saw you share the stupid video of our president falling on a fucking bike. Right. You know what I mean? You can't hit share on my video that can actually help me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, in that aspect, like, that's I'm so passionate behind it, because it's just like.
So for one, let me clear that up.
My number one fans,
right, are your friends.
See, no, I'm taking it from the other outlook. Oh, my number one fans are not my friends.
Right.
Now are.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because of what I was doing, we share similarities.
So wouldn't it be like
strangers? I grew out of my friends.
Right.
Because I have different similarities. Because now I've grown past one another. I just heard from people that I had friends that were talking shit about me at the bar the other day, and I thought we were all family.
Come on.
You know what I mean? And it's all because I've been busy working on the show, selling cars, started a new relationship.
Yeah. Like, it's because you kind of created your own life. I feel like that's the thing. If people are not talking about you, you're not popping. Like, you popping.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, like, even before, like, even just dissecting the recent post that I made.
Yeah, I looked at it at both ways.
No, you did.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, like, I agree with you, because even before we're continuously building our own friendship relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like even before, I told you before, I was like, before I knew you, obviously I was a fan. Yeah. Because it started watching one video to watching another video to watching another video. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Each time you would post and, put your product out online. So I definitely get that. Hopefully, sir, I don't know. Shout out to everybody who's my friend on social media, because I tell people a lot. If they know me, then they kind of get where I'm coming from. But if you're someone who don't necessarily know me and you're trying to get to know me, I guess some stuff would kind of be like, well, what did this guy mean by that? You know what I'm saying?
You never know who's watching and how they look at it.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
But that comes with our lives of being a person under the limelight.
Right.
Because no matter what you do, people can perceive it differently.
Yeah.
I've lost some close people, bro, for some shit I said behind this thing.
Yeah, for real.
So for real, dude. Like for real.
But that's what I wanted to say. Like, I think for me, especially like where I'm going, I give people shout outs that, I think that's how people who are even on a different platform than you and I, you know what I'm saying, feel about maybe some of the people they came up with. There's people I'm going to absolutely have love for. And the more different positions I get put in, and if I see them really trying, like, I'm the type of person like, oh, I'm eating, you going to eat too. We're going to find you something.
Right.
What are you good at? What can we do to help you generate some sort of income, or, find your passion, like you were just shouting out on your show to the people that watch you, you know, versus, I guess some people who hold back information. I'm getting ready to share something. Don't say I never did anything for y'all, and I'm doing it here exclusively at Latin Evolution Radio on the Zay Show. Oh. So for all the people on my social media who has been asking me to, I want to model. How do I get into this business? Where do I start? And for people who always say that I'm being cryptic, here's me not being as cryptic. A vault being unlocked. It starts with
open them doors.
Yeah, it starts with you. First, you have to reach out to people. First, there's this thing I'm sitting here looking at. A lot of you are looking at us through this. It's like your phone, your TV.
Little black box.
Man, go on search what you want to do. This is a perfect example right there. Yeah. If I want to be a doctor, I'm going to go on Google and I'm going to say, what are the initial steps for me to become a doctor? A lot of information is going to come up. That's where you start. You start by doing your research on what you want to do. That way, you really get to say, like, hey, am I ready for this? Is this what I'm going to do? Because that's what I did. I asked questions. Some people are going to give you answers. Some people aren't.
But you got to listen to this. A lot of the people that are wanting to do this don't have the family you do.
Right.
So now take that outlook. It's totally different.
Okay, it is kind of different. So that's what I'm saying. So here's where I want you to start with. If you don't have access to the internet, if you don't have access to these things, I want you to get start by working on your angles. Look at yourself in the mirror and how you get better at that. Start talking positive in the mirror about yourself. You don't want to look in the mirror because sometimes I see a lot of negativity. I see glimpses, blah, 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 blah. But those negative thoughts, I try to remove them as soon as possible.
Right.
Because all they're doing is slowing me down on what I need to get done. The objective. The objection. Objective.
You got it.
The objective of what I'm trying to accomplish. So another thing y'all can do, once y'all get y'all pictures built, I know some of y'all may not starting off because I didn't. If you don't have money to start off to look at certain photographers, see if you got a friend who can maybe take a few, like you can do digitals, or you can do like it's either digitals and to get headshots together. Once you get enough of those, then what I want you to do is go to your local trying to think because we have one in our town, St. Cloud. But like you go to Office Max, or Office Depot, something like that, and get you like maybe a 5x7, 5x8, somewhere along those lines, and get those printed off. Now you can use they have an app. It's called Canvas. This has how you can place the pictures. Now at this point, you put your size, eye color, height. Your name goes in the front part, where that would be your headshot. And then you have like 4 to 6 other pictures on the other side. Boom. I just taught y'all really quickly on the Zay Show how to make a comp card. You have a comp card, that's already your easy way of getting into or going into these auditions.
Okay.
You get taken more serious if you have that comp card when you go to these auditions.
Oh, I did that. I appreciate you dropping knowledge.
Absolutely.
Dropping gems.
Absolutely.
On the Zay Show. Actually, it would be a good idea.
Absolutely.
For I think this is what I might host.
Okay.
For Latin Evolution Radio, and maybe you can partake. Okay.
All right, I'm listening, bro.
For any of you ladies and gents, you want to do some model tryouts. I might host my own like model lineup talent show, right? Okay. And then we get to pick the top 3, right? And then I'll help support and do these things and we can put you out there. Yeah. Maybe the winner gets a walk.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Something.
You know what I'm saying? Well, let's get the name out there, right? Latin Evolution Radio will obviously help.
Latin Evolution Radio.
Because that's what we do. We're here.
Make sure you have following. My friends.
Comment, share.
Follow, like, comment, share. Share this video. Share the video actually on Latin Evolution Radio.
Yes. Because we are live on all platforms on Latin Evolution Radio, or you can go to LatinEvolutionRadio.com, correct? Yep. And net.net. We're better than .com.
LatinEvolution.net.
We're better than .com. I'm telling you, okay? Because we're the hottest thing out. But like I was saying, we got great ideas, and it takes look at that. It took you, because I don't look into male fashion, right? Because I'm a fashionable male. You know what I mean?
It's true.
You know what I mean? I don't have to look. But now that I think outside the box from a conversation. Maybe we can spark something in which that hasn't been done in our city.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what it's about. I really appreciate, again, shout out to Latin Evolution Radio. Shout out to Sophisticated Ladies and Gents. Shout out to other small businesses throughout Minnesota and outside of Minnesota that are watching tonight and tuning in.
Yeah.
It's those businesses that really keep a lot of people going and showing the community that we are there for them.
Yep.
And also, it's a bigger picture, It's not like, I'm sure Latin Evolution Radio isn't just for you or the CEO or JC.
Correct. Yeah, way bigger.
Just like I try to explain to people about SLNG. It's not just for me, my mom, my dad, my sister, Mandy. Other people as part of.
Right.
It's for the people, as well as just. I guess what you could say is just spreading self-awareness.
I like that. Yeah, no, and that's huge. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys did do that. You made me feel very. I mean, just from the first time meeting the family of sophisticated ladies and gents, right? I wanted to come in and meet everyone there. I'm like, bro, if you get me right, I'll come in there. And y'all did. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. I felt welcome. It was cool. Like, and every single one of y'all have that. You can tell that you mean the help.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that does go bigger than just.
It makes, and I started appreciating it even a little more when I started seeing my mom and dad, like, they would dress people up and the smiles that would be on people's faces.
Yes.
Like, how happy they would be, like, feeling better. You just never know what people could be going through, like the worst week of their life, come in, maybe not even looking the best when they come in to shop and see, and just knowing that people are there, they're not judging you, they're actually there to have a conversation with you while you're shopping, and then you put on like this amazing piece from SLNG, and then you feel even better, more confident. Like, I feel like that's I don't know, itself is rewarding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want people to feel good, man. Feel good. It's not even just the clothing is just like a depiction. It's like it's not the actual thing. You know what I'm saying? It represents so much more.
Right. No, and that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Like a lifestyle, a feeling, how you feel. You know, like it really is giving back and being a part. You know, at that point, that's just like this is way bigger than a show. You know, we're really changing lives. Like, there's some people who messaged me that I've helped save the situation in which they're in just from hearing someone talk.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And by the way, free Kadeja until it's backwards. That's my sister. Just saying, they still got her fucked up. And I love all my people listening.
Right.
Bro, like it's gonna.
We love y'all. I love y'all.
do.
Thank y'all for listening to me taking the time out to just be on Isaiah's platform, hearing what we have going on. I definitely look forward, as well as my parents, the CEOs of SLNG, to everyone who is going to be coming out. Make sure you get your tickets on Eventbrite. The show again, Sophisticated Ladies and Gents, second annual Fire and Ice Break Down the Walls show is December 17th. Model call for all models will be October 29th, 1 to 3, downtown at the library in St. Cloud, Minnesota. You don't want to miss out, I'm telling you. And for people who do watch the Zay Show, and you are an aspiring designer, we have some designer packages. So I'm telling you, regular general admission tickets after what's today? 15th? Yeah. Today's the last day to use that promo code. I know, y'all. I have been trying to push it out for y'all. I have. So today's the last day. After that, general admission tickets are $45. Runway seating is $55, and then you can also go on Eventbrite to check out our VIP packages. I say, hey, know you got 5 or 6, 8, 5. If you have 5 to 8 friends, y'all all just get y'all VIP table. Y'all have the best experience during the entire time you're there. You get to stay for the party afterwards.
You're like a walking commercial. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So definitely tune in. You're gonna find out a lot more about that. You know, definitely a lot more about that. And bro, I kind of want to be a part. You know, I was thinking, I was looking at my girl the other day. Shout out Danny. She should be a model. She's my model. She's so stunning.
Well, why don't you bring her to the casting? The casting this year, I'm super excited about, and the only reason why I'm gonna go into them just a little.
I don't want them looking at my girl.
Okay, I get that. But what we're doing last year, we know was
put her up on
a little bit hard for certain people who haven't. So again, back to the beginner models, the models who you know what you want to do, but you haven't really just yet.
Yeah.
We're not gonna put you up against like people who's been modeling 2 to 3 or 4 years. That's not fair for you. So what we're gonna do, we're breaking it down for this casting call.
So if I come in there, I can't just go toe to toe with the.
If that's what you choose to do,
fuck yeah! But I came to win. Actually, no. Everyone listening, I'm gonna let you talk. You know, if you go to that event, right, and you want to walk, bro, walk with the best. You're not going there to walk to just barely walk, right?
No,
you're going to give it your all.
Saying.
No, and this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're going to give it your all. You're going to walk that thing. I don't care if you break an ankle, break a hip, or anything, because you're going to do it, okay? You came to win.
We want it to be fair.
It's okay to not win, too.
We want it to be fair. So what I'm saying is,
okay, you're right. Not everyone thinks like
so.
That.
Someone who's like modeling for like maybe we'll be an example. But like you just started modeling between 0 days to 3 to 6 months, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna put you against another model who's been walking around that same time. You've been walking for 2 years. You're gonna go against a model who's been walking for 2 years.
Right.
You've been walking for 4 to 5 to 6 years. You're gonna go up against that model who's been doing it for a while, and y'all gotta battle it out.
Right.
So I am definitely excited. As well as we got some secret surprises for you all. Maybe guest
you gotta keep something for him. You gotta keep something for him.
I can't tell y'all everything, but just know SLNG is working on a lot of great things, and I'm super excited to have y'all a part as well. Latin Evolution Radio family,
because we're doing big things too.
Y'all
doing huge things.
Huge things.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna be happy to have y'all like in the building, like for sure. Letting people know about the show.
Yeah, no, we're happy to be there. We'll do our own segments. You know us. We'll do interviews and such. That's the part about us. We'll go in any place, any business, right? And we will tear that thing up in a good way. Like, we're going to get people comfortable, do some interviews, because that's the nice part, is there's so many different things in this world that people need to know how people are feeling during that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I've never seen someone in the middle of a show like that. I don't know what it's like. Are people anxious?
Mm-hmm.
Are people ready? You know, are people contesting? Like, are they there to like, oh, I'm here to win? Or, you know what I mean? Like, is that what it is?
Right.
You know, or is it more of a like, hey, I saw your photos, double tap, I like that. Right. You know, like, I hope you win, bro. Nah, fuck that. Like, my people listening win. I'm just kidding. It's not all about winning though. That's the thing. Yeah. It's like it's gonna be a beautiful event. Yeah. Like that's. If you can, you're gonna record the whole thing. Obviously,
I think
right?
That's the thing. You touch base on something I really want to say. It's not always about winning.
It ain't at all.
And I want people to know, like, the moment I'll use this as an example. This is my boy right here, right?
Yeah.
The moment I say that I'm going to compete against Isaiah, I've lost, because why am I competing to a whole nother different person? Right. You can't compare yourself to other people, because you got to base things on their timing, what they've gone through, all of that.
Yeah, you're nailing this.
You know,
you're nailing that. You know, I would like that. That was said perfectly. That was definitely said perfectly.
Appreciate that, man.
No, of course, I appreciate you being able to break down your own walls and come. You know what I mean? Because this isn't the thing. Like, don't get me wrong. You're used to be behind cameras and such, but this isn't the model. This is you.
Right.
Right.
For sure.
No filters, right? I asked you how you're doing. I'm talking you. You said good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I am, man.
And there's beauty in that. You just got to be you for a second and actually show the world you. Like, that's what it's about. You know what I mean? Because you got a soul before everything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Everything else comes.
So, like, but I know a lot of people in which that were excited because I shared the ad. Yeah. They're like, I can't wait for him. He's my favorite. And it was also on their Snapchats where I saw you at the Loon. And I was just like, okay. I'm like, he getting ready for the show. Yeah. You know, but that's what we got. Good things going on. We're spreading smiles and spreading dreams. And if anyone ever does need anything, and I'm not making any less of the situation, but seriously, men's mental health, women's mental health, any mental health is huge. And we were coming up on fall. Mm-hmm. That's when it affected me the most. Reach out, bro. Yeah, reach out to those people around you. Hug your ones that you love. Because seriously, life is so short. But also in which you got to take advantage of the time in which we got, okay? Mm-hmm. Like, look next to someone right now, tell them you love them, shake their hand. I know there's a lot of people listening right now that feel alone. And I promise you, you're not. You might be alone in your thoughts because you've only walked the journey in which you walked. But that doesn't mean that's the end of your journey. You got to keep going, bro, like, your life can change tomorrow.
Literally. I want to be a contestant to that.
Yeah.
I want people to know, like, shout out to my family. We you know, to know that we dealt with so much in literally a year. And my family is my biggest inspiration. I say that because no matter what they go through, they keep going. I remember I'm not really a morning person. I could be honest. Like, I don't like waking up super early. And just seeing my parents get up earlier, I'm just like, okay, I can do this. Well, just don't talk to me for like 5-10 minutes. But I can do this. Mm-hmm. Just that, I don't know. I really see that my family, we do inspire a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, especially the ones that kind of know some of the things that we had dealt with in the last year, you know, from losses to gains.
Y'all are your own empire. That's what I was thinking. The family empire. That's
right. Family business.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to the family business.
Seriously, no, that's a huge thing. Shout out your parents for real, bro.
Yeah, shout out to mom. Yeah. Hi, mom. Hi, dad. I love y'all so much. If it wasn't for y'all, honestly, I would definitely not be the person that I am. Just a figment of like.
No, correct.
For real.
But then you are. The nice part about today's show is you were you.
Yeah.
You were you.
Yeah, I appreciate you allowing me to do that.
No, like of course, like you're welcome, obviously, but thank you for allowing yourself to do that, bro. Because that's the challenge. I can only say so much.
Right.
I can only ask the questions in which I do.
Right.
It's up to you to actually want to do it, to want to be better, to want to speak about your things in which you went through, and actually touch the ones around you. You know what I mean? That's on you, bro. That's on you to make it here today. Because there's some people in which you haven't made it to the interviews. They don't take the time seriously. It's not like people don't have time, but people have priorities. And baby, that's Isaiah J at The Zay Show. And we're going to close it up here on Latin Evolution Radio. And I just want to say thank you, everybody. And once again,
thank you so much.
If you made it this far in the video, this is my secret. I'm about to drop some heat.
Okay.
If you share this last video, you will get put in a chance to win $100 given from me. Just drop your Cash App in the video. And I promise I'm going to give love to everybody in which that shows love to me. So, like I said,
yeah, I heard him.
Hey, okay, drop the Cash App, Isaiah J. Williams, Latin Evolution Radio, and we're gonna do what we can because we're giving back to the people, and we just appreciate everybody. So stay tuned. Everybody have a great night, and yeah, love y'all. Peace.
And that's how you do it. And that's how you so much. That's how you bro.
I was just like, damn. I was just like, fuck.
And that's how you clear bitch out.
That's how you.